Warning, warning, we're still talking about TNA. Uh, this is when we're finally going to talk about the TNA Genesis pay-per-view predictions, because why not? If we're going to do 4 of them in a year, we might as well cover them. I still would rather somebody else do it, but nobody's volunteering because it's TNA. It's kind of like volunteering to do a segment with Mae Young. You know you're going to have to kiss her, you don't want to, and by the time midway through the segment, or in the case of TNA, midway through the pay-per-view, you're really going to feel like throwing up. So, what do we have for TNA Genesis other than some Sheamus and some Dusty Rhodes? The first match is, well, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the first match of the #1 Contenders Gauntlet match between Gail Kim, ODB, Miss Tessmacher, Mickie James, and Velvet Sky. And I don't know the storyline going into this. Again, I know, I don't watch Impact. You shouldn't comment if you don't watch Impact, so on and so forth.
They have a storyline going on at the moment because Brooke Hogan's the head. I watched this thing because I really I try for the company's sake.
You can fill us in on these storylines.
Yeah, Brooke Hogan basically does this little thing where she votes people out for title matches and stuff. These guys have been feuding with Tara and her man, the guy from Big Brother. And what they're doing at the moment is she's like, right, we're going to do this #1 Contenders thing between all these guys, top talent. And whoever wins then goes on to face Tara, I think, at the next pay-per-view.
So I would say just blindly Velvet Sky.
Well, here's what the American Dream's thinking. He's going to have a run-in. We have to have run-ins. That's what TNA is all about. It's all about the run-in, baby. Even though the American Dream, Dustin Rhodes can't really run himself because he jiggles too much, we're going to have a run-in on this, okay? Sapphire is going to run down that ramp, baby. The chocolate pudding will be a jiggling, if you know what the American Dream means, baby. And then she'll kind of like slide, but more of like a smack the side of the ring and just kind of roll in type thing. She's going to try to slide in like John Cena, but we all know it's going to look like Jabba the Hutt crossing like a river of ice. So she'll get in there,
specific.
And then she's going to pick up whoever the champion is, maybe eat her, just to get a light snack. And then when she's done, she's going to fight ODB because I'm pretty sure that's a man, dude. That's a man, baby. I'm telling you. The American Dream has seen that, and there is a penis between those legs, baby. So they're going to fight, and they're going to keep fighting. And Sapphire is just going to bite her penis. She's going to latch onto that sucker, and then she's going to rip it right off. And next thing you know, Sapphire is now the new women's champion of FCW.
All right, what does Sheamus have to say about this then?
They got a bunch of pin-headed broads fighting for a championship? Well, you see, this is what the broads do in the pub back home in Ireland. You see, there's nothing more ridiculous than a bunch of female twats fighting over championships. How believable is that? This is something that's going to end in 30 seconds. 30 seconds for a female competition match. I can watch this in a pub where the redheads and the fire brigades and all that go cromping in from the caves of Ireland.
Oh, and by the way, if Velvet Sky doesn't win, then ODB will. Devon versus
Minus
Joseph. Yeah, Devon versus Joseph Park. I don't know why they're still continuing this Joseph Park thing.
Okay, Joseph Park has been training in OVW, which is now under TNA, apparently.
Are they actually like trying to make that a storyline that it's OVW training him?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Come on, TNA.
Every time he gets
genius writer.
Every time he gets a nosebleed or something, he turns into Abyss for some weird reason. And he's now, after having all the wrestling training, he's gonna face Devon for the is it for the TV Championship? I believe it is for the TV Championship.
Is it? I don't know. I actually didn't come across that.
He's the current TV champion at the moment, Devon, so it probably is.
Well, the way that TNA is, if it makes sense that it's for the TNA Championship, it probably isn't. The TV Championship, I mean.
Well, it's Hogan, and Hogan knows how to book him.
I would say, that blind kind of a guess is that Devon wins, but who knows?
I'm saying Joseph Park just for the point of it. Make it interesting.
So, here's the American Dream's take on this match. We're going to throw the audience a swerve, baby. I mean a really good swerve. Backstage, Devon is going to get taken out. the aces of eights, they're just going to turn into aces of seventh. And they'll be like, it doesn't make no fucking sense. So then they're going to be like, okay. Devon's out of the match. And why did Devon get tucked in? Is now led by Abyss. So Abyss versus whatever that guy's name is, they're going to face off in the ring. I'm pretty sure they're the same person, but when I have my double vision going, I have no idea what's going on because I am believing this storyline, baby. I'm telling you, these guys got me convinced. So the American Dream is going to watch this match from the shitter, and he's going to sit in that shitter, and he's going to be thinking about stroking Mr. Hogan's mustache because this is an excellent storyline, baby.
Sheamus.
Who the hell is Joseph Park? Is it me Uncle Fergus Park from Ireland that's competing? And aces and eights. It's a card game going on, a live pay-per-view. I don't understand the reasoning behind this. I don't really get it at all. Devon is still wrestling. The Dudley Boys, didn't they get released like 10 years ago? I just don't understand this at all. But me and me Uncle Fergus will really enjoy the pay-per-view from Ireland. I'll tell you that much.
And we
Dusty, there's one thing I'm wondering. Why don't we just get the Shockmaster in?
Well, the Shockmaster, he's already booked. He's going to go to WrestleMania, and he's going to end the streak against The Undertaker, baby. That guy Chuck is going to be so fucking pissed when the Shockmaster stocks The Undertaker right to hell.
Then we have Sting versus Doc. I fucking hate that name still. Fucking Doc.
Is he facing one of those 7 dwarves? I heard those guys are pretty funny. So it's Doc versus the Joker.
Sting once.
I don't know. Fucking Sting wins, I guess.
I bet you he shoved a bat up his ass.
I'm gonna actually go with Sting unless one of the other 7 dwarfs interfere.
Maybe Sleepy. That's what I'm gonna be during this pay-per-view. Or no, I'm gonna be Grumpy. That's what I'm gonna be. It's gonna be like fucking TNA.
Do you think when he enters the ring, his theme music is gonna be hi ho?
Jim Duggan's in the match, baby. Oh, I am so behind the pay-per-view. Ho!
Any other comments?
I think Shane's gone quiet.
Does it deserve an American debate against the Big Show? I don't think so, fella.
I feel like Sheamus is stuck in some SmackDown programming or something. He doesn't know how to use the clicker.
Then we have the tournament for the X Division Championship, where the winner of it ends up facing Rob Van Dam. And the 2 people that are challenging for, or not challenging for, I guess they are kind of. They're in the finals are Christian York and Kenny King. Obviously, with Kenny King having the last pay-per-view match against Rob Van Dam, I'm not thinking that he's going to win this. I guess Christian York is going to win.
Well, there's been a bit of a storyline build between Kenny King and Rob Van Dam, where Kenny King is turning heel like the rest of the roster, because everyone needs to turn heel in TNA. So Kenny King is turning heel. He was talking to Christian York about how he was going to be the guy that faces Rob Van Dam on Championship Thursday when that happened, and Van Dam picked York instead. And then they had this tournament. So I'm going with Kenny King, and I'm going with Kenny King winning the X Division Championship.
We really need to talk about the X Division because everybody knows that I could bro kick the hell out of it. Simply put it, I could kick all their arses because I love to talk about arses. It's really one of my fetishes, you know. X Division is just bro kick meat. I can hit white noise. I can hit this. I can hit that. Shove them all up me arse. That's the X Division, fella. I'll tell you that much. Rob Van Dam, who's that chump? He certainly doesn't have red hair like I.
What's Dusty think?
Well, the American Dream has tried to look at this match over and over and over again, baby. But I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't know who the fuck these people are. But have I been removed from this business so long that these random kids are coming off the street trying to be somebody? Children, you have to pay your dues. You have to have sex with a lot of fat black women to get where you need to be. Okay, I'm just saying, you gotta go up to things. You need to crush some chips and sniff them like the Ultimate Warrior. You need to go
Dusty, Kenny King is actually the unborn godson of Sapphire.
I knew it. That child had the chins of me. I knew it was my child, baby. I thought so. I was like, it's got a little bit of a jiggle to it. He looks like he kind of twitches too when he talks. He's just my son. I've got a third son. I've got a cross-dresser. I got a guy with a weird-ass mustache that makes him look like a creeper. And now I got this little bald guy. He with a chin that jiggles, man. This is a dream come true. I gotta collect my son better win. I gotta get me a ticket down to Tampa. Oh wait, they're in Orlando. Where the fuck is this TNA product filmed at? So I gotta get down to Florida. I gotta see my son. I gotta watch him win and hopefully beat that ponytail-looking fella with the shaved sides. I don't know what that is. I think that's for the homophobic areas.
He's got shitlocks.
Shitlocks.
Yeah.
That is definitely for the gay community right there, baby.
I like how Sapphire gets more talk and everything on these past 62 episodes of Smack Talk than she probably ever did in her entire career in WWE.
The American Dream is bringing it back in the back of TNA, baby.
Now we're on the James Storm versus Christopher Daniels match. What's the feud going into this, Mike?
Right, basically, AJ Styles decided to leave and hasn't been seen since. He'll probably reappear as a member of Aces and Eights. After losing a match to Christopher Daniels, before that he lost a match to James Storm and was told he would never get another title opportunity for a full year after losing that match. So James Storm and Daniels and Kazarian, aka Bad Influence, the gay couple, were
Billy and Chuck
bragging. Yeah, pretty much Billy and Chuck. And they were bragging. They're like the gothic Billy and Chuck. So they were bragging about the fact that they beat AJ Styles and all this. And James Storms decided to add himself into this for no real reason.
Right, I thought it was like that. I mean, what I typically do for these pay-per-views is I don't know what it is going into it, and right before I start doing the coverage of the pay-per-view, I kind of like look everything up a little bit, and then of course during the pay-per-view they do the whole recap of what's going on and all that. But I figured it was probably just one of those things where it's like, well, these two haven't feuded in a while, let's make them feud. So if they want to keep this going, then Christopher Daniels needs to win, but I'm gonna have to guess James Storm.
Well, let me say one thing about the situation is Daniels and Kazarian are a tag team. They should be going for the tag team titles. There's no reason why they should be anywhere near a singles competition at all. In regards to James Storm, he should have ended his feud with Bobby Roode and gone on to go for the world title, or if Roode was still champion, he should have been involved in that somehow. He shouldn't be involved in these stupid feuds. This is what's ending, getting him in a situation that he's in at the moment. He could end up being the next release, or the next guy who ends up getting fed up with TNA. But one of the good things that came out of this rivalry was he super kicked Santa Claus.
What do you think, Dusty and Sheamus?
Well, you got a Chrome Dome going up against a Sean Austin, pretty much. You got her redneck super kicker versus Picard of the next generation of Star Trek fella. I don't understand the qualities of this. I don't understand the feud. It doesn't make any logical sense from my perspective, but what do I know? All I do is talk about horses and Gobda and Gom and Guff and Gur and Hames and Hater. And holy show, is this going to be terrible. Fella, just understand this. This fella is going on vacation when this match starts. I'll head back home to Ireland. I'll head her home. Head away. Because this is going to be terrible.
Dusty?
Well, the American Dream really thought he was looking at a cover of a porno when it came to those two guys on the screen. It says Daniels, Storms, and they seem to be between two fiery balls. That's what it looks like. And it looks like Daniels is going to use his fingers because they're black. It looks like he's shoving up an asshole if you look at it really close. So he got a little bit of shit on his fingers. And then you look at Storm, and he's got this beard and this cowboy hat. So he's going to obviously go cowboy style. You know what I'm saying, baby? So I'm just going to have to get next to him with Sapphire and show them the little moves, baby. So take him from behind. Because Sapphire kind of looks like a man with those linebacker shoulders he's got going on. So I don't know why I keep reverting and getting off topic. I really think in this match, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is going to win, baby.
Then we have two more matches left. The TNA Tag Team Championship, Matt Morgan and Joey Ryan challenge Chavo, Guerrero, and Hernandez. I would not be surprised at all if the titles switch, but I'm kind of hoping that it doesn't and that they keep it on Chavo and Hernandez, because to me, I don't really like the idea of Matt Morgan and Joey Ryan working together as a tag team. I would rather them both be singles competitors, so I don't want them to win the title just because of that.
Yeah, but the fact is, Hernandez and Chavo are really bland as a tag team.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd rather, if they're going to drop it, they got to drop it to somebody who actually seems like they should be a tag team together.
They should probably end up dropping into Bad Influence. Daniels and Kazarian would probably be the better tag team champions than these two. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really give a shit. Joe Ryan, he looks like a porn star anyway, and Matt Morgan, I don't know, he looks like Damien Sandow if he was taller and jacked and less coherent. So, but what do you guys think?
The thing going on here is this is what makes me really sad about the beginning of my career. What happened to Jamie Noble should have happened to Chavo Guerrero, so we don't have to see him on a television screen anymore, fella. Seriously, how many times do we have to see the spirit of Eddie Guerrero exploited and relived over and over again?
I forgot to throw
It's
that
sickening
reference out.
TV. And anybody with a
literally.
porn stash, just ask Cody Rhodes, should win a tag team title, fella. Instead of these people flustering about and complaining and flittering, let a guy with a porn stash win a tag title. Stashes draw, fella. I would know. Mine's fiery red.
Dusty?
Well, the American Dream has looked at this card again, and he once again got confused with the two guys on the left because they look like porn stars, like my fella Samus has so willingly put out. And then there's these illegal immigrants that are on the other side that I'm hoping that they can give a mustache ride all the way back to Mexico, because the American Dream does not include Mexicans. It's called the American Dream, baby. Come on. Jesus. They'll just give a damn award out to anybody in TNA, won't they? Oh, that's head clippings you got over there, baby. Here's a tag team title. Have some fun. Oh, you can scope like Edward Scissorhands. Here's some more gold. Oh, you put some gas in my car, you're going to get the World Heavyweight Championship, baby. You better pump that gas, you and your gay mustache.
That brings us to the finale of this. The TNA World Heavyweight Championship triple threat match between Austin Aries, Bobby Roode, and Jeff Hardy. And if there's going to be a title switch, it seems kind of dumb for them to switch it. But if they do, then they're going to drop it to Bobby Roode, I think. I don't think Austin Aries is winning it back. And this, I guess, could be a way that they could have Roode win the title and still keep Jeff Hardy looking decent. So I wouldn't be too surprised. And frankly, I'd rather see either of them as the champion instead of Jeff Hardy. So we'll see.
Well, for me, this has all been sort of building up where they gave Jeff Hardy the title, turned Austin Aries heel, and tried to have him cut a pipe bomb promo when his pipe bomb was throwing paper on the floor. I don't understand. They turned him heel by making him litter. With Bobby Roode, he deserves the championship more than Hardy does. He should get the title unless Hardy, kicks a hissy fit and is still undecided about, staying with TNA. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Because, it
Sucks.
yeah, it's one of those things where it would be more interesting if Hardy just did a victory party by putting cocaine on the mat and just sucked it in through his nostrils, like he'll do. Have a coke party with Matt.
It's a new finisher, but instead of working against the other guy, it works on yourself.
Yeah. And Hardy's out.
Hardy hits the overdose.
He's convulsing. He's convulsing.
So now we're on to the full shill and the horse's hoof of this pay-per-view. You've got the rainbow-haired warrior against two terribly misused talents that, to be fair, would be getting bro-kicked by me anyway. I'm going to go off to the pint, get drunk with the Langers, and pretend I never saw any of it. Genesis me arse.
Dusty?
So I was looking at this match right here, baby, and me and Jeff Hardy go way back, players. Let me just tell you how it goes. You see, me and Jeff Hardy got really high like a cat, flying on some bicycles, baby. And the thing that scared the hell out of me is he doesn't take that face paint off. So when you're high on shrooms, baby, that is some scary shit to look at. So with Jeff Hardy being the champion, and this Bobby Roode fella, and this Austin Aries who kind of looks like a demon, these guys are going to square up in a triple threat match. Now, this is what the American Dream's going to do for you, baby. He's going to make a return. He's going to the ring. He's going to give you a classic, and I'm going to sit right on Jeff Hardy's chest. Now, you may have thought I said the word sit, but I said the word shit. Do you see what I did there? It doesn't make sense. Because I don't know what I say, I never know what I say. So when I go in that ring, I'm going to sit on everybody's chest, and I'm going to sit all day. Know what I mean? So the American Dream is going to go out there. He becomes he restores credibility to the NWA Championship, and I take it and I just throw it in the trash can before TNA can do any other harm to it and disgrace everything that I've built.
The NWA title no longer is part of TNA. They have their own championship.
In short, Genesis will cause genocide within 30 seconds of being on the air.
How many seconds,
Put it
Seamus?
that way, fella.
How many
Damn.
seconds?
Wait.
30 seconds. Genocide will happen within 30 seconds at Genesis.
I can't even say that number properly because I talk like a retard, baby. I think it's 30 seconds.
People actually thought I was saying dirty all this time. I've been saying 30 though. I don't see how they can mistake something like that, fella.
It's the same problem I have with the word sit. I just want to sit in a chair, baby. You know what I'm talking about?
I totally get you, fella. It takes 30 seconds to sit in a chair.
Oh, Jesus Christ. As if we didn't already run down TNA pay-per-views to where people are like, fuck it, you're making a mockery of this by not watching Impact and commenting on it. This is just crazy.
I just want to point out that I do watch Impact. It's cringeworthy, and I have to remain focused and not do anything else. Like, if there's anything shiny in front of me, I'll probably lose focus of TNA Impact, but I do watch it. Because...
Oh, so you mean you're one of the people that books TNA? Because when you get distracted, you just decide to change the entire pay-per-view schedule.
Well, yeah, that's Eric Bischoff for you.
Dangle the keys.
What? What? Oh, what on a poll?
What is that? What is that? We're hiring Brooke Hogan? Okay.
What, the Aces and Eights are like the main attraction of the show? No. We'll make it about Hogan and his daughter and Bully Ray and make it about an affair, and then we're going to turn it into incest between Hogan and Brooke? Yeah, that's a great idea.
Oh, come on. You don't think that that's compelling television? Please.
Vince does.
Yeah. Does everyone remember the
He actually does, though.
And then he bottled it.
So the TNA Genesis pay-per-view predictions, there you go. There's our us. I guess you could call them predictions.
Are you kidding me? That's factuality, baby. Everything the American Dream said tonight will occur this Sunday. So buy it.
I swear to God, if everything that you said came true for the pay-per-view, it would be the fucking most interesting pay-per-view ever. So that's it for the TNA talk and all that. Which means that we're leaving off with the plugs, and of course need to backtrack a little bit. Sign me up, as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, that Awesome Piano Man did. Bring a Smark Out Moment sign to any wrestling event of any kind and send me media of it. I'll put it up on the website and on the next episode of Smack Talk, whatever that is. So look out for Awesome Piano Man's pictures up on the weekly Smack Talk section of the website. And, of course, if you don't know where to follow all of the other stuff of mine, then you're not paying attention to the outros. You're just listening to the songs.
Outro!
The plugs are done for me, so let's go through the standard ones.
Okay, I'll assume I'll go next. Nerdgenius.com, Fanboys Anonymous. And I got gameplay. You can find me on Twitter at Michael Burhan, Facebook, Michael Burhan. I'm also trying to get investors for a new film that I'm doing. So if you can donate, the sidebar on the Nerd Genius site has a donation button. Donate, please.
As always, my regular YouTube channel, youtube.com/SpoodBeast. That's a double O and a double E, not an EA for the beast. Yeah, that sounds awesome. The Beast. Yeah. Fuck, it's like I'm like over hyping myself. Anyway, it's mainly a channel about gaming. I do occasionally do wrestling, like whether it be, contributing to what I do here on my own channel or whether I bring it up on myself. It's mainly to talk about Nintendo, what's going on in, main Nintendo gaming today, and everybody loves rumors, so I talk about rumors a lot. I've probably, hyped it enough. And just everybody who watches the show, continue watching this, because this is, I think, the most important plug that any of us can do for this show. And the more people that view this channel and view the Smack Talk shows, the more it's gonna keep Tony keeping this thing going and having us come on and act like goose, but also talk about wrestling in a manner that it deserves to be talked about and entertain all of you. That's the point of this. Like, if we weren't having people driving discussion, this thing still wouldn't be going on this long. And I've almost been, I think already been a year since I've been an off and on member, and it's been great. So for everybody who keeps watching this, tell other people, let more people view this, because it's a great show. I love contributing to it, and the more discussion that gets driven on this show, the better. And anything I can do to help it out personally, whether it be on my own channel or not, I will do so, because I think it deserves the props. I really
Amen.
enjoy doing this.
Amen.
And remember, ladies and gents, keep contributing. That's one of the biggest things. Leave your comments so that we know whether it's the Ask Him, whether it's comments about TNA, whether it's comments about anything else, or you just want to call Tony a cunt. Just leave the comments. He'll probably block you for it, but
No, I actually keep a lot of them up. If they're funny, I definitely keep them
Yeah,
up.
troll comments are funny and how stupid they are.
Right, the people that are like, what do you mean, fuck Ultimate Warrior? Ah!
where's the live pay-per-view stream? It's YouTube. Oh!
Yet
How
nobody
dare
ever...
those two fuckheads just talk like Dusty Rhodes and Sheamus the whole time? We want to hear about TNA predictions. Fuck.
Nobody ever stands up for Lillian, though. Poor Lillian.
Fucking horse. That's my plug.
That's your plug.
In unison. 1, 2, 3. Fuck Leon Garcia. Oh, you didn't say it, you bitch.
Well, you didn't tell us what to say.
Yeah,
How would you say?
Gibson.
Okay, there's
I said
fuck
thanks.
Ultimate Warrior, fuck Lillian Garcia. Is that it, or is there like 3 of them?
I'm sure there's like 50.
Okay.
We pretty much say
Shove them up your arse.
Shut them up yours, fella.
your plugs, Dace. What do you got?
You can catch me Saturdays. I'm not going to say every Saturday because I'm a slacker. Saturdays at Old Time Wrestling in Williamstown, New Jersey, wrestling as the Barbarian, Chris the Dace Man Dace. You can also catch me on Fanboys Anonymous, because eventually I'll start writing again. And as always, I'm not going to pander to you peons. Fuck off. The Ultimate Warrior sucks. Lillian Garcia, it looks like a horse or a foot. She's kind of Sarah Jessica Parker in it. And as always, Dusty Rhodes for president. It's not really an always, because that's the first time I've ever said that. But,
American
President.
Yeah, president.
So
Just come out in a polka dot suit.
hell yeah.
I'd vote for him.
Jiggle, jiggle, got me so.
That wraps up episode 62. Thanks again for watching and listening, everybody. We will see you next week, because this has been yet another Smark Out moment, and we're being counted out. Adios, everybody.
It's an outro. Can you hear it? This TNA pay-per-view is gonna be shit. It's an outro. Can you hear it? This TNA pay-per-view is gonna be shit. It's an outro. Yeah. It's an outro. I can't keep still. My butt hurts. It's an outro. Yeah. I can't keep still. My butt hurts. I watched TNA once. It was a Hogan show. They cut the budget and the product down because they think it's a yo-yo. Nice keep rehashing ideas, making mistakes. It's an outro. I just play a hate. It's an outro. Yeah. It's an outro. It's an outro. Blah!
What
So
was
we can't
that?
go about the song about rape. I'm proud.
That was,
Outstanding.
was Biggie Langston?
Yes,
One
that was.
TNA?
That's Biggie probably what he thinks of TNA. That's probably what everybody thinks of TNA. Let's not lie now. Come on, that's definitely what everybody thinks of.